Y'all know what time it is, baby. It's my favorite time of the show.
Is.
Rapid fire topics from around the wrestling world. Cooley's run down.
Run it down.
Yeah. Run it
We're
up.
about to run it. Run it. We got a lot to talk about. Let's talk about the CW network and their deal with WWE.
Oh, I forgot this happened.
Yeah, that's a huge deal. So they're set to become the exclusive broadcast home to NXT starting October 2024, and a deal reportedly worth a 70% increase. That is huge, dog.
Damn.
They finally got a home, man. How y'all feel about that?
Fire. This is ill because you got to think about it from this perspective. 5 years ago, NXT was just on the WWE network. Like, this isn't like a collision thing where WWE got paid to produce this show. WWE was producing this show already at a loss. It was on WWE network. So the fact that it went from that to being a viable TV show on broadcast TV, that's huge. That's insane. And apparently, I don't know if this is true, but I read that Tony Khan actually turned down a CW deal, and he didn't really speak on why that was, because apparently CW approached him about Ring of Honor, and he kind of turned it down. But my theory on that is that Warner Brothers might own AEW, like a portion of it, but we ain't even gonna get into that. That's just my theory. Because Tony Khan, he refuses to talk to other networks. He's just TBS, TNT, Warner Brother all day. I feel like Warner Brother might own a stake in AEW, but that's just me. But yeah, man, shout out to NXT. NXT on CW is fire. I can't wait.
Shout out NXT, man.
Shout out to NXT, CW. You know what I'm saying? I'm down for it. You know what I mean? What Ho say? Put you on the news UPN at 11. You know what I'm saying? We ain't seen WWE product on CW since back in the old SmackDown days, man. So to see them return to CW with NXT, in my opinion, is just an incredible chess move.
That's crazy.
It's so incredible, bro. Like, that's going to be national television, man. And CW has a completely new brand now, and they have their own audience, and they have a slew of shows that I don't watch that they're going to be able to. I don't watch any of them shows, except for the first two seasons of All American.
All American. I knew he was going to say that. Maybe we'll get the NXT crossover. Yeah. Maybe we'll get Wesley on All American. He can be
put Ricochet on All American, man. Make him a
gang. Be the love interest.
You know what I'm saying? Nah, I'm playing.
Why Ricochet got to be the gangbanger?
I was gonna say put what's his name? The actual gangbanger, like the actual real life.
My boy Reggie.
Put Reggie on there, dog. Put Reggie on there, bro, or whatever his name is now. I don't know what his name is.
Scripps.
I kind of rock with Scripps. Put Scripps on there, bro. Put him on reoccurring. Yeah, you know what I mean,
bro. You know what's funny about Scripps? I didn't even plan on saying this on the podcast, man. But so Scripps, if you don't know Scripps is a former. He used to be known as Reggie, and he was like Carmella's handler, right, on the main roster. He used to wear suits, come to the ring, doing flips and stuff. He's doing like a gang type of gimmick now in NXT with his OTM. Is that what they call OTM? That's his group, OTM.
Mm-hmm.
Or OTF or something. Only the family. I don't know, but he's doing out the mud. That's what they're called. OTM, out the mud. So Reggie is doing a gimmick in NXT called OTM. And Reggie's pretty much talking about his past, where he was raised in the hood. He saw his cousin get shot and all this stuff. And seeing all these people on Twitter being in his mentions like, yo, like, I don't buy you as this. This is like, I can never buy Reggie as a gang member. The whole time, in real life, this man Reggie is a Crip. Like, Reggie was really
certified.
Bro, certified. Reggie is literally everything that he's saying he is on TV right now. And you got like these little white kids at home in their basement, like, I don't buy you as this. Like, no, you're not really like that. It's like, no, Reggie like that. It's well documented. Reggie's like that.
That's hilarious. And he's only 30. That's crazy.
Shout out to Reggie, man.
Put him on All American, man. Let's get it.
Yeah, shout out to Reggie, man. Now let's go deeper into that deal and why that deal was even done even faster than was expected. NWA, they lost out on their TV deal after a spot that involved Father James Mitchell snorting cocaine, which upset the CW executives. What were they thinking? Like, you had one job, man. You couldn't just like let this one go. You couldn't just let this one slide until the deal was done. And now, whoopsie, like Mortal Kombat, it's gone. It's a wrap. Whoopsie. What were they thinking? What was you thinking,
bro? They weren't,
man. Billy Corgan is an idiot for signing off on this. Like, why would you have someone doing cocaine on? Literally, CW. The CW was in the building. They're looking to sign you guys to their network. Why would you have a spot like this where Father James Mitchell of TNA fame? Because remember, Father James Mitchell, he used to be a Abyss's manager. Why would you have him doing cocaine? Like, what? Billy Corgan, if you signed up on this, you're an idiot. You are an idiot. I'm sorry, but that was a dumb spot.
Bro,
and the thing is this is when keeping it real goes wrong, because apparently they did this spot as a jab towards Tony Khan, because you all know the reputation that Tony Khan has. People like to call him the snowman. They say he be on that yayo, like Vince McMahon back when he was wearing do-rags. So this was a jab at Tony Khan, and that jab at Tony Khan ended up costing the NWA a TV deal. So I hope y'all feel very proud of yourselves right now, NWA.
Yikes.
Idiots.
I think that y'all just clearly weren't thinking. I think the NWA was just used to moving how they usually move, and maybe forgot that they were actually possibly going to do some business with CW, and
look at the
maybe
video,
wanted to think twice. But this is absolutely sickening. This is disgusting. I can't believe this doesn't even look cool. This just looks really gross. This looks like a horror film. It just looks like a bad horror film, but like not. It's like, I don't know. I personally look. I've heard that they're still possibly going to do business with CW, but they're just going to be on the app, so they're not going to necessarily be on the network, on national television. So I mean, kudos if you guys get that, but my goodness, this is absolutely disgusting, and it's not even a good bit.
What did it say, Cooley?
He's just showing homie.
Look at this man. Look at Father James
Mitchell,
Mitchell,
man.
Father James Mitchell, listen to me, man. You are a legend, but my goodness,
legend.
You are a true legend. You are absolutely
that was certified. In ECW. He was the Sinister Minister.
Mm-hmm. Sinister Minister,
you're a true legend, bro. But my goodness, you could have thought twice or three times.
That was nuts.
It's just
look at homie with the shirt tied up. Like, what is this?
Bro, like, look at these. I'm not gonna even. And they got devil horns on. It's like I don't want.
What are you talking about?
I don't want to.
You can tell the commentary team was like embarrassed. They like sitting there like they can't believe what was going on. They're like, what? Okay. Yeah, nuts.
That's crazy. Yo, yo. Anyways,
leave that to like XPW and like, come on, man, not NWA.
That's wild. But we'll see what happens, with them and their app deal or whatever goes on. Let's talk about LA Knight. According to Booker T, LA Knight got a reputation for having a bad attitude backstage. We don't know if that's true. We don't know if that's false. But will this hurt his standing within the company, being that there's talks that's saying that he's already, apprehensive about losing his spot. I feel like
what?
I wholeheartedly feel like that LA Knight is all right. He's cool. And it's not like we haven't seen great wrestlers in great positions with bad attitudes. Because, my GOAT, Stone Cold Steve Austin, bad attitude.
Right.
Bad attitude.
Facts.
But he made it work. So, I mean, I don't see it hurting the company, his spot or whatever. As long as he's continued to keep doing what he's doing, selling that merch, he's going to be on top. He's going to be on top.
Facts.
Oh, yeah.
That theme song is nuts.
It's hilarious, bro.
The thing about LA Knight is that this reputation has followed him for a very long time. Like, this is not the first time I've heard of Eli Drake, LA Knight having backstage problems. In fact, he was once released from WWE back in the day because of backstage problems. In TNA, he kind of had the reputation of having backstage problems. And the thing is, I fully get it, because apparently LA Knight is a guy who's very, like Cooley said, very apprehensive about his spot and remaining in that spot and being kind of paranoid that people are coming for his spot. And like we talked about it in the group chat actually, like at great length, and I understand it because for a guy like, let's say, Roman Reigns was primed for prime time the moment he stepped into a ring. I want to say he was included into the Shield maybe 10 matches into his WWE career. He was always destined to be in that spot. So now that he's in that spot where he's the man, it's easy for him to embrace because, you know, he was brought up in this. He was destined for that. LA Knight is a guy who had to struggle for years and years. He probably been stabbed in the back by multiple promoters and bookers promising him things that never came into fruition. He had to sleep in his car at one point. So the fact that he finally got to this position and he's in a position where he's like the top face in the company, it's probably hard to get comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a guy who had to look over his shoulder his entire career. So now that he's finally in that position, it's hard to accept. It's hard to accept that, you know what, I finally made it. So yeah, of course he's kind of apprehensive about his spot and like really wants to remain in that position. So hopefully he doesn't shoot himself in the foot and realizes that, you know, he made it to a place where a lot of guys would pray to get. He's selling merch. He's over. I don't think it's going to end anytime soon. So just be comfortable, man. Try to get comfortable with it and embrace it. Don't fight against it. Just embrace it.
I'm kind of, I don't know. I always feel like there's people who just absolutely have bad attitudes, right? And you know, you take a guy like Enzo Amore, right? Like Enzo just clearly rubbed a lot of people really wrong, and a lot of people didn't like them, and it was very evident by the wrestlers themselves. Like a lot of wrestlers genuinely did not like Enzo Amore and Big Cass. But then you got guys like Stone Cold or even The Rock at a certain point, and a few other people who just were speaking their mind and were talking about what they want or what they thought was good business versus which wasn't good business. And you have a lot of WWE executives and just in general WWE people say they have bad attitudes, when really a lot of these wrestlers are just speaking up for what they believe in. They're just talking about what they think is best. They're not agreeing with everything that a writer says or what the booker is saying or what the producer is saying. They're implementing what they believe would be best versus which wouldn't be best. And a lot of times that can be misconstrued for what having a good attitude or bad attitude is or isn't. And I think Booker put it best, man. Like, it doesn't really matter how anybody feels about you as long as you're good with the big person. As long as Triple H is good with LA Knight or whoever is writing, he's gonna be fine. I think he's a megastar at this point. I don't think this shakes any of his potential to rise up in the company. And look, Triple H had a bad attitude. He wasn't great back in the locker room, but he was good with Vince McMahon. Shawn Michaels was hated by everybody, but he was good with with Vince McMahon. So I think he'll be just fine. I hope he gets used to the fame because this is a once in a lifetime generational run, and he deserves to be able to enjoy it.
Right.
Yeah, and man. Shout out LA Knight, man.
Yeah.
Triple H alluded to in the press conference after, was it Fastlane? I think it was Fastlane. He kind of alluded to it, like he's having a hard time trying to convince LA Knight that, you know, to embrace the spot that he's in right now, but they're working on it. So hopefully they get it together, because I don't want to see LA Knight fall off, man. I'm very much enjoying this run. He's like the biggest face they have right now. He might have leapfrogged Cody Rhodes at this point. So yeah, I want to see this continue, man. So hopefully it's a big nothing burger, man.
Shout out to LA Knight, man. Now let's talk about AEW and this Collision rumor. Is it canceled? Because, you know, they just announced World's End pay-per-view for Saturday. And Saturdays are Collisions. That's the Collision day. Me personally, I think they should just cancel it as a whole.
Damn.
Collision was, yeah, man.
Talk that talk, Cooley.
Yeah.
Damn.
We talked about this already. We already said that they don't need 3 shows. They just need 2. That show was literally made for CM Punk.
Facts.
Where he been? Where is he? Going back to WWE? Where's Jack Perry?
Facts.
Still at home, or maybe he's behind that mask. Who knows?
That devil mask, baby.
Who knows? Or is Adam Cole?
A lot of people been saying it. People saying Punk is behind that mask.
I think
it's Adam Cole, man.
It could be Mustafa Ali. Who knows, man?
But do y'all think Collision should be canceled? Keep it a stat.
Damn, I hate to say this. But Cooley said it, man. Collision was literally created to keep CM Punk away from the elite. Like they wanted the locker rooms to be separate because those two sides could not get along. So they created an entirely new show for CM Punk. And it didn't go so well. CM Punk still ended up getting into a fight with multiple people backstage and he got fired. So now that he's gone, there's really no reason to have Collision, especially when we have Rampage on Fridays and Dynamite on Wednesdays. AEW is not big enough for 3 shows. We're not watching AEW for 3 shows. All we really need is Dynamite and maybe Rampage, or just replace Rampage with Collision and cancel Rampage. But we don't really need 3 shows. So yeah, I'm kind of with Cooley in canceling Collision.
I think,
or just canceling a 3rd show.
I think AEW should take it a step further and cancel both Rampage and Collision. Rampage has had record low.
Goddamn.
Rampage has had record low ratings. I think their last show hit like 268,000 viewers, which is basically nothing. And Collision without CM Punk just isn't the same. And let's just keep it a stack. And I think Dynamite, it's not like Dynamite is doing the best numbers either. So I feel like they should cut their losses. I think they need to downsize, focus solely on Dynamite and their pay-per-views and go from there, because there's too much wrestling going on as is. And I just feel like they need to really consolidate, man. So as much as I did like Collision when CM Punk was involved, but we've got to keep it a stack. It was a show created for a wrestler that is no longer with the company. So cut your losses, downsize Dynamite, and get things cracking. But we'll see.
We will see. We will see, man. We will see. Now let's talk about our guy Logan Paul, man. He put on a good match. He put a great match at Crown Jewel. Great match at Crown Jewel against Rey Mysterio.
It was
all right, Qwan.
He's had better. He has better, but he also saved Rey Mysterio for being paralyzed. That was insane. Like, that was crazy.
Yeah.
Yes.
But he is now our new U.S. champion. Right decision, you guys? I think it is. I think it is. I think this is a great move. I honestly don't know why Ray held that title for so long as he did.
Mm-hmm. He shouldn't have never had it in the first place.
Yeah. I'm kind of excited to see Hill Logan walking around with the belt. He's already posting crazy pictures on Instagram with it. Dude post a whole naked picture. Like, bro, what is he doing, dog? This is about to be hilarious.
With the title.
I think it's the right decision.
I'm not mad at it. I guess it's the right decision in terms of, marketability, because Logan Paul is one of the biggest stars in the world. So I'm not mad at that. But like I said a couple episodes ago, as far as Logan Paul being champion, man, if Logan Paul's not going to be around, then I don't really want to see it, because he's on SmackDown and, Roman Reigns is already showing up once a month. Apparently Roman Reigns won't be showing up until next year. So he's done with this year.
Yeah, he's done with this year until Royal.
Right. So the WWE title is not going to be on TV for the next 2 months. If Logan Paul's not going to be on TV for 2 months either, it's like, what titles are on SmackDown? Just the women's championship, and that's it. So, but if Logan Paul's going to be around, then I'm cool with it. And that spot was crazy. Hopefully, I wonder if our video man can find that spot where he saved Rey Mysterio, because he really saved Rey Mysterio from like dying in that.
Bruh, I was like, whoa.
Yeah, he did.
Like, that was kind of crazy.
If you haven't seen it, if you're at home and you haven't seen that match, Rey Mysterio went for like a lion salt off the second rope, and I guess he either undershot it or Logan wasn't in a position he was supposed to be in. Yeah. But it almost went bad. Ray almost landed on his head, but Logan was able to maneuver underneath him and catch him and keep him safe. So, like, what a veteran, man. What a veteran. That was a veteran move.
Yeah, that was a bet.
There he goes. Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that. That's crazy.
Incredible, bro.
Like, it was almost over for Ray. If he wouldn't have caught him, bro, he would have broke his neck.
Yeah.
That would have been a Hayabusa moment.
Yep.
Sheesh.
What a for Logan to be brand new to wrestling, the fact that he was able to, figure that out, hats off to him, man.
That's what a champion does, man. I'm 100% great with this decision. I said this last podcast. I said Logan Paul needs to win that championship because I haven't cared about the United States Championship for the past 4 to 5 years. I'm sorry. Like, I can't I can't recall a United States Championship reign that has piqued my interest in the past 4 years, maybe, you know. So I'm sorry. This is just how I feel. I think Logan Paul is incredible. He's fantastic. He's going full heel with the brass knuckles. You know what I mean? I love the fact that he came up to him and was like, yo, bro, you're a legend, man. And Ray was like, you know what you did? And he was like, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sorry. I gotta go. I got a plane to catch. I'm out of here. Going beef with Santos Escobar. You know what I mean? Like, I'm glad, man. This feels like it's important. The United States Championship feels important.
Look at him.
A true icon,
on,
man.
I love it.
You know what I'm saying? Look at him, man. And now he's bringing so much more eyes to the product just by him having the championship around his belt, and I mean around him and like around his waist, and him being on social media. Like, this is all good for the company. And on top of that, Logan is just really good, man. He's better than whole undercard, bro. Like, you put up any other wrestler that's in that under that lower card or higher to mid card, like he's trumping them, or he's staying eye to eye with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's either smoking them or looking at them dead in the face. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think only maybe Ricochet can go like,
facts.
You know what I mean? Like, can be like, yo, all right. You know, but the rest of these guys, it's like, bro, like, keep working. You know, figure yourselves out, man. Like, they tried with Austin Theory, and now it's time to do the right thing. So this is a great choice.
Yo, it's hilarious to me that he keeps stealing all these AEW moves, by the way, because I know he's doing it on purpose just to piss off that fan base. Like, he's doing a slingshot, he's doing a slingshot clothesline from Hangman Page. He's also doing the fall away backflip like slam or whatever from Hangman. It's like, you know, he's doing this on purpose,
and he's doing it better too.
Yeah, way better.
He's doing it
way
better.
Shout out Logan.
Sorry, Hangman, but you know, it ain't as clean as Logan's is. I'm sorry. It ain't.
That's why it's so funny when people talk about like Will Ospreay and they're just like, you know, should he go with AEW or WWE? I'm like, bro, WWE got like Logan Paul. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I know obviously Will Ospreay is like one of the greatest wrestlers in the world, but it's like WWE is invested in people like Logan Paul, man. This man's a star and he can go. Like, they don't need no damn Will Ospreay.
I do want to see Will Ospreay in WWE though, because
I love Will Ospreay, man.
Yeah, I feel like he would. I feel like he would really go. I feel like he could be a star in WWE for real.
Yeah. Logan Paul, baby. I'm in on Logan Paul, man. Ospreay can go to AEW and be a big fish in a small pond.
Yikes. But hey,
sorry.
Shout out Logan and his new, title. His title run that we about to witness is about to be incredible. Let's pivot a little spicy. OnlyFans.
What's spicy?
OnlyFans is spicy. That's what's spicy. OnlyFans star and former NXT Women's Champion Mandy Rose. Y'all remember that name? Y'all remember that name, right?
Do.
She quit the WWE for OnlyFans for that bag. You feel me?
She quit or she got fired?
I think she quit. Right?
I think she had a choice. She had a choice into deleting her OnlyFans or like facing repercussions, and she chose to face the repercussions.
Oh, that's real.
Fired. So
yeah, that's real.
It was kind of her decision in the end, but
yeah, that's real.
Yeah, well, recently she was saying that she does not have the itch to get back in that ring, man. And look at guys like Bronson Reed, Nakamura have been criticized in the past for prioritizing. How you say that word? I can't even say that word, man.
Prioritizing.
Yeah, that's it's a tongue twister.
Put in the bag first. Put in the bag first. They put the bag over
first, man.
They put the bag first.
Why isn't that same energy kept for Mandy that it was kept for Bronson and Nakamura? Why?
We know why. Why.
Why?
All right, so the diplomatic answer would be that the people who, they criticize Nakamura and Bronson Reed for taking the WWE bags instead of remaining in New Japan, where they can have incredible matches with Okada and Ospreay. Those people, they could care less about what Mandy Rose is doing. That's a whole different audience. So that's the reason that people like Bronson Reed get criticized for taking that bag and not Mandy Rose. But on the other side of that, let's just be honest, man.
I already know where Qwan
I almost don't even want to say it, man. I don't even want to say it. Like,
nah,
bro,
say
look,
it, man.
We're already here.
We the homies.
We're already here. Just get it out.
I mean, look, you know, a lot of wrestling fans are, you know, they're young and horny, and they see Mandy Rose out here, you know, showing off, and they want to see that. So, of course, they're not going to criticize her for stepping away from wrestling to do that, because they want to see
Cooley,
that. So I'm not mad at it. Hey, look, Mandy Rose is a beautiful white woman. That is some A1 milk right there. Mandy Rose is bad, so I can't criticize her decisions, but I understand why these horny kids at home, they're not criticizing her decisions either. They want to see that. It is what it is. Look at her, bro. She bad.
Yeah, when we was a kid, we went, you know, it was Trish Stratus and all that. So
yeah, got Mandy Rose. I mean, you know, shouts to Mandy Rose, man. I mean, look, if you making twice your bank by running an OnlyFans account, and you don't have to put your body at risk and be on the road for more than 48 to 42 weeks out of the year, get your money. Get your, you know, like face. I don't Cooley
watching the same thing I'm watching.
Y'all are sick people.
Nah, I'm not watching nothing.
I'm tapped in.
But I'm happy for Mandy, man. Like, you know, also, you know, no disrespect, I think Mandy's a solid wrestler, but I'm not like missing her in the ring or anything. I'm not like, oh my God, where's Mandy Rose? I missed those incredible matches. Like, I'm sorry, you know. So, but you know, if she's found her shtick, you know, power to her, man. And
facts.
I think it just shows more to WWE potential signees that there's multiple ways to get your money, and WWE isn't the end all be all.
So was that West Side Gun?
Yeah, that was definitely
West Side Gun.
And look, anybody who's criticizing this, yeah, that's definitely West Side Gun. Yeah. But anybody who's criticizing this needs to understand that, like, we love wrestling. We all love wrestling, but wrestling ain't the only thing in the world for some people, man. Like, you got to make a living at the end of the day. And if a woman is out there making millions of dollars just to show off her body, because she's not even, it's not like she's doing porn or anything. She's just like taking, like, you know, nude-ish pictures. If she's making millions of dollars from doing that, and it's going to pay her more than wrestling is, I can't be mad at her for choosing that. Like, at the end of the day, people got lifestyles that they want to take care of. They want to live their life. So don't be mad at that, man.
Get to the money.
Get to the bag. I'm trying to get to the bag. Hey, I got a couple bags already. Know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get to more. So I can't be mad at it. Shout out to Mandy Rose.
Shout out to Mandy, man. That's all I got for the rundown, fellas.
Yeah. Some Bay Area.
Right. Yo, Mandy Rose got, man. Hey, Mandy's bad. I didn't realize it when she was around, but now seeing her, it's like, yo, damn, come back, Mandy. Come back. I want to see you on NXT again. Even if you don't wrestle, just show up I can see you.
That brother's starving.
Starving.
Hey, I never realized she was that bad. Damn. But we appreciate you for that rundown, Cooley. Now, let's get to one of my favorite parts of the show. Like I said, like I always say, this is a show where we want to be, you know, show love to our fellow black peers, our favorite black wrestlers, both past and present. And, you know, this week, I want to give my flowers to my guy, Jason Jordan. That's a name you don't hear often.
Jason Jordan.
That's a name you don't hear very often, man. Jason Jordan is one of the greatest what ifs. He's one of the greatest what ifs in wrestling, because at the early age of 29, he suffered a neck injury that, you know, pretty much took him out of the sport.
Yeah.
But Jason Jordan was incredible when he was around. In that ring, that boy could go. And near the end of his run, we finally started to see him really start to cook with a personality. This guy was a former NXT tag team champion with Chad Gable. And I want to say he was even tag champions on the main roster with, I think, Seth Rollins. Like some random tag team with Seth Rollins. He was tag champion.
Short-lived.
Very short-lived. Shout out to Jason Jordan. And I'm very happy that Jason Jordan has found his second career calling as a producer, because a lot of people don't know Jason Jordan is still in WWE. He's a producer. He's responsible for putting together some of y'all favorite matches of this year. So shout out to Jason Jordan. I want to give you your flowers. You are appreciated in this industry, and we love you. So shout out to Jason Jordan.
You're a beast, man. Look,
beast. Kurt Angle's son. Kurt Angle's illegitimate son.
Speaking of Kurt Angle's illegitimate son, it's crazy that you actually picked Jason Jordan because I did not expect to line up with you on this. I'm actually nominating Queen Sharmell. I am.
Oh.
Legitimately, man. I'm literally like...
Kurt Angle was on it. Kurt Angle wanted that. Kurt is a sick man. But no,
Kurt was wild, bro.
I want to have sex with your wife. Just really bad.
That's crazy.
But I
can't believe that happened.
Yeah, man. I want to nominate Queen Sharmell. First and foremost, WCW original Nitro Girl.
Storm.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Beautiful black woman. But we saw her come back to WWE in the early 2000s under the developmental. She had a short run, but she really made a lot of her magic when it came down to being by Booker T's side during the King Booker and Queen Sharmell era, which gave us some of the best moments and quite honestly aided to probably the best Booker T era in WWE.
Facts.
Period. And she doesn't get nearly enough credit because she was also very integral in a lot of that role playing and a lot of those moments. As much as we want to give the credit to Booker, Sharmell was also aided in a lot of those ideas. So I want to give my roses to you, Black Queen Sharmell. You are loved. You are appreciated. And she's running a training camp with Booker to this day.
Fire
for wrestlers out in Texas. So shouts to them doing the real work out here.
Fire.
Shout out to William Regal too. He was a part of that. He was a part of that run. All hell, King Booker.
All hell, King Booker.
Ooh, man, that's some good choices, y'all. Man, that's some good choices. Queen Sharmell and Jason Jordan.
There can only be one.
It can only be one. It only can be one. And I'm gonna highlight Queen Sharmell. Let's talk about her for a second, man. There's a lot of black women in wrestling that don't get their flowers. And she's definitely one of them. We do not really hear her name as much. And she had a great career in the beginning. I remember she was a part of something called Suicide Blondes. I want to say that had to been like either the end of the Attitude Era or the beginning of Ruthless Aggression. It was somewhere
the beginning
in
of the
Ruthless.
That.
Okay,
yeah,
I remember that
2004.
2004, and then I remember she turned heel and helped Booker win a U.S. championship from Chris Benoit. That was like 07, 06. But man, she had a good run, man, in WWE.
Yeah, facts.
Shout out to her, the Black Queen, still holding her man down to this day. You feel me?
Facts.
Black excellence, black love. I love it.
Yo, I think this might be the. I'm not sure. We would have to fact check it or whatever, like go back in the archives. But I think we might have had Booker T, Stevie Ray, and Sharmell all as Black Wrestler of the Week. So the whole family, that's fire. That's fire. Shout out to Sharmell, man.
Shout out Queen Sharmell, man.
And shout out to Booker T for that King Booker gimmick, because they used to be so hilarious watching him speak with that African accent and then drop it when he gets mad. He would be out there like, "What must you say? What did you do? What the hell you say, dog?" Like he would legit just break character out of nowhere and turn hood. Like what? So shout out to Booker T, man. Shout out to Queen Sharmell. Yeah. Shout out to Jason Jordan, man. Keep doing your thing. Keep producing these classics for us, because we would have loved to see your career last longer, but that neck injury, that neck is a serious thing, man.
Facts.
That neck, man. Big E, we lost Big E. For now, who knows? Maybe Big E does return at some point. Hopefully he does, but we'll see. Yeah. We'll see.
God willing.
Right, God willing. Now that we got the Black Wrestler of the Week out the way, now that we have given out our flowers, y'all know what time it is. It's time to give out the Pack 'em Up stamps. It's time to roll up a pack and pack 'em up. This week, I have to pack up Billy Corgan.
Oh my God! Damn,
I knew it.
We might all pack too.
I'm not packing up Billy Corgan. I'm not, but I feel you though.
Hey, I went Cooley on this, man. I gotta roll up a big Billy Corgan pack, because Billy Corgan, you could have had the NWA on broadcast TV. Do you know how many households the CW is in? I don't know if there's a household in the world that don't got the CW. We all got Fox, we all got CBS, we all got ABC, and we all got the CW. And the NWA was almost on the CW network. But Billy Corgan Your dumbass allowed cocaine to be done on your show. Not only did you allow it to be done, but you highlighted it. You put the cameras on it and showed this on the show. CW Network saw that and they said, goodbye. They hung up the phone on your ass. So Billy Corgan, I don't know, wasn't he a member of like the Smashing Pumpkins or something at one point? Like,
yeah,
I don't know how. Yeah, like I don't know how he got into the wrestling industry. I think he was involved with Impact Wrestling at one point. But yo, Billy Corgan, you got to get this packed this week, my brother, because that was stupid. That was the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. Shout out to Father James Mitchell.
Qwan pretty much summed it up for me. That's the same pack I'm getting, man. Same pack.
Well, you know how I'm packing up today, man.
Tony
Vince
Khan.
McMahon.
Oh, I definitely thought he was gonna say Tony Khan.
Nah, I'm packing up. Vince McMahon has been reportedly preparing to sell 8.4 million shares, TKO shares of his 24 million, I think, or billion that he has. Yep, 8.4.
Poor guy.
Yeah,
poor guy.
He's getting ready to. And the reason is because we all know that Vince McMahon is being pushed out of this company, and it's happening in a backdoor way. And Vince McMahon, I just want to say, man, this is really insane, brother. And I'm packing you up because you should have saw this coming. You thought you could weasel your way back in through a deal with Endeavor by selling the company, and it's looking like you're getting forced out, but the almighty Ari Emanuel. But I don't count you out. I don't count you out just yet. I know you're a sick man.
He got something up his sleeve.
I know you got something up your sleeve.
I'll never count Biz up.
I'll never count you out, brother. But my God, I'm packing you up because you should have saw this coming, man.
Yo, Cooley called it, man. Cooley said it. Cooley said Triple H knew.
Man, he knew.
Triple H backdoored Vince McMahon. Look, at some point, man, I never thought I would see this day, but it's looking like I think people are ignoring who really runs the show in WWE right now. People are ignoring who really runs the show because it's clearly not Vince McMahon. He's being forced out. And as much as we love Triple H and what he's doing with creative, it's not Triple H either. Nick Khan is running WWE. WWE brought in Nick Khan to help complete the sale, and Nick Khan has just gotten more and more power every single year. At this point, Nick Khan is running WWE. Nick Khan is like, what's his name? Tom. Nick Khan is like Tom from Succession. Like, he just weaseled his way into this company, and somehow, some way, he just got more and more power to the fact that it's now starting to look like Nick Khan is just, he's running the show, and Triple H is his right-hand man. And quite honestly, I'm not mad at it. Vince McMahon, you was horny and devious for the last 40 years. You were doing all these little sick things on the side and paying company money to cover it up. And now you got to reap what you sow, man. So Vince McMahon, see you later. I'm cool with packing you up. I mean, I'm definitely cool with packing Billy Corgan up because Billy Corgan is an idiot. And I guess that's it for the Pack'em Ups, man. Y'all got anything y'all want to get off y'all chest before we go on about our days?
Hey, yo, shouts to everybody who got nominated for the Grammys. Grammy nominations came out today. So if you're watching this and you got nominated for a Grammy, shouts to you. All I'm going to say is if Lil Uzi Vert doesn't win for the best rap song of the year for I Just Wanna Rock, I will riot. But besides that, you know, that's about it, honestly, man. You know,
shout out to all the subscribers, all the new followers.
Oh, facts.
Oh yeah, shouts to y'all, man. Shouts to the new homies.
Shout to y'all.
You know what I mean,
the new homies.
Yeah, anybody. I'm starting to get a lot of DMs on my personal page too. Like y'all, like really. Y'all really like us out there. So we definitely appreciate that. Keep subscribing, keep liking, keep commenting because I love engaging with you fellas. We are, what are we at right now? We at like 596, 597? We're about to hit 600. By the time this reaches the streets, we're going to be at 600. So I definitely appreciate all y'all for that, man. Keep tuning in. Keep tuning in. Now, fellas, before we get out of here, I just want to speak back towards something that Sylvan said last week that I had a very big issue with, man. We were talking about characters and gimmicks. And we were talking about Austin Theory. And whether Austin Theory had a character. Now, I'm here to say that y'all going to have to tune in next week for that because we out of here. Peace.